Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tori and I recently redid my crafting slash filming station, so I wanted to give you all a little tour of it if anybody is interested. Now, I've got a lot of stuff happening around and all over the place in my office that I share with my husband, so I'm not going to be going in depth with like a whole room tour. But if that's something that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments below. I did one a couple of years ago, but that one has since been very outdated and I've changed quite a few things since that video. So let me know if that's something that you want to see below. So primarily, I have to back up some so you can actually see the whole area. This is where I do all of my crafting and filming whenever I am working on memory keeping projects, journaling projects, stuff like that. I also do quite a bit of journaling in my bed at the end of the day, and I have like a little craft cart slash journaling cart in my bedroom that I do that with. But for the most part, I keep all of my stuff out here. So I have this kind of square shaped thing. I don't even know what you would call this. It's like a tripod mount thing that I've got some lights hooked up to. I got these on Amazon and I got this on Amazon. I also have like a little attacher. This is usually where my mic is, but it's now attached to the current camera that I'm using. And then I have my filming camera that I just kind of keep set up here at all times. This one right here. And I think this is a Sony ZV-10. I can never actually remember what it's called, but I will link it down in the description box if you're interested in checking it out. I think I got this one from Amazon as well. And then this is my whole desk space slash crafting area. So whenever you see my videos, you're usually seeing them from this angle here, top down. You're usually seeing them from like a top down situation just like this. But this is what I look at when I am actually crafting or filming. This right here is flooring. I got this from Home Depot and I really liked it, and it looks so good with this kind of orangey brown tone apothecary cabinets. So I loved them together, so that's what I kind of went with whenever I was redoing this area previously, and I will pop a picture like on the screen here so you can see what it looked like before I purchased all of these things. I had kind of a mix match of items in the back here. It was giving me anxiety. And my word of the year for 2025 is calm. So I decided to take the plunge and get just some matching organizers. That way I could be relaxed when I'm over here. So I've got quite a few things, and we'll go through all of these drawers and stuff in this particular video, and I'll kind of share with you what I've got going on here. I also have a little desk plug situation. It's not hooked to anything, but it looks like this. Oop. And it just kind of sets on the desk. And it sets on the desk in case I need to plug anything in, charge my phone, anything like that. I can just plug it right in here and then unplug it when I'm done. Back here in this corner, I just have a roll of paper towels. And then on this side, ignore all of the things. The little space that I have back here, because I didn't cut these floorboards down, I just left them to have a little bit hanging off of each edge. I have a journal that one of my really good friends gifted me, and then my photo albums that I use as sticker storage back here. And then this is a candle holder, and I just thought it fit the vibe, so I left it there. On the wall back here, I have a ruler in case I ever need one. And then let's start with the stuff at the top. So I've got wires everywhere, so try to ignore those. At the top of this particular organizer, I've got a pop that my kids got me for Christmas this year. And then I have several little crocheted plushies. These two, this axolotl and this gnome, I got at a local craft fair. And then this was a gift from my friend, the same one that got me that journal for emotional support dumpster fire. And I just love it. I think it's so cute. And then up top here, what's the best way to do this? Up top here, I just have a feather pen, a painting that I did, a candle that I got from a local shop as well. This is a letter opener from an Archer and Olive subscription box. This is a cute little succulent that I got from the Target dollar spot, and it was only $1. It was years ago. My daughter took it and drew a face on it, and it's the funniest face, and it makes me smile every time I see it, so I just leave that up here. And then as of right now, I just kind of have this art print from Paper Monogatari on the wall because I love it, and I'm thinking I might do like a collage of different art prints kind of around the blank spaces of the wall as well. In this first little organizer, these top 3 organizers actually, this one, and this one, are all from Journal Say. These 2 bottom organizers are from Amazon, and I will link everything that is still available down in the description box if you're interested in checking those out. These types of organizers are not cheap, and for how much they generally cost, it seems a little bit wild that things would be like a little bit wonky, but I also think that with the styling of these, that's the intent. It's not meant to be perfect, so I don't know why they're so expensive, but they're a little bit pricey, so keep that in mind before you start clicking the links. So this organizer is from Journal Say, like I said, and I keep all of these stamps that I have created in this. It's like a paper organizer, so I have every stamp that I have ever created and sold in my Etsy shop. Just in here, I've got the 6x8 in the back ones, the 4x6 in the middle one, and then this front one has a couple more 4x6s and a 3x4 stamp. I've also got some coasters here because I do like to use coasters on my desk. Even though this is flooring, I like to kind of, you know, keep it as good as possible for as long as possible. So I've got some coasters there. I've got a pair of scissors and then some rulers and stencils tucked in next to the 4x6 stamps. I also clip my clips that look like this one. I have a Traveler's Company clip as well that I usually have right next to here. I don't like, it's like a brass clip. I clip my brass clips right here because they're usually really pretty and I like to be able to see them. In this little drawer, I've just got some tools and a pencil that won't fit anywhere else, and my poker tools, just random tools. This is a really oddly shaped drawer, and I found that putting my tools in here worked the best. In the middle cabinet here, I have most of my wooden stamps. I've got all of my letter stamps in here. So this one, and this one are all versions of letter stamps. I also have another letter stamp up here as well, and then some notebook therapy stamp sets. And then these stamps over here, these wooden stamps, are all just random stamps that I found on Etsy that I purchased. And since I really like them, let me just zoom in this way. Since I really like them, I just put them to be like on display a little bit. I've got my date puncher little holder here. So I basically just leave these in here, little date roller stamps. And then the bottle in the back there is just rubbing alcohol. And I use that when I am cleaning like stencils and stuff like that. So that's what I keep in here, and I really like the like frosted plastic thing right here so that I can see through it. These random things right here next to it are all also notebook therapy stamps. I like keeping these in these little storage pieces because they're really pretty, and then I can just kind of pull it out if I need anything. So I think I have the Whimsical Botanicals, I have Our Stories, and I have the Dark Academia stamp set for these ones. And I had these little spaces on either side. And since I wanted the biggest cabinet to be centered on these two cabinets down here, I had a little bit of space on each side, so I just placed those in there. The last upper cabinet, again, these three up top are from Journal Say. I've got my stamp sets from Close to My Heart. These are all my favorite Close to My Heart stamp sets. So I've got the ink pads. I've got the Archival Black, Intense Black, 2 minks, because that's probably my all-time favorite ink pad, and then a pine down here. And then in this little area next to it, I've just got some fountain pen inks. So I've got 2 browns. I've got Atlas Moth Brown from Andorilium. Shikori, I think this is the Do You? I'm not sure how to say that, but that's that brown. And then this is Pearl Noir from Jacques Urban. I can't read that from this far away. I've got some inks in the back from an Archer and Olive subscription box. And then I also have these little droppers that are full of like gold splatter material, or liquid, splatter liquid essentially. This one back there is empty, and then the one in the middle is the Brutus Monroe. So is this one, but I broke the dropper for the gold bottle, so I got a bottle from the Dollar Tree and just put the splatter ink in there. This one has a little drawer. Let's hope I don't mess it up. I have several versions, several colors of wax melts in here. I've got 2 golds, a white and a black in there. I also have a little thing of fancy matches. Some twine in the back here, an ink pad refill. And then I also just have some paper clips and some more twine in this little drawer right here. So I've got some more space in the back of that one to add a few more things in there. Again, I just really like that you can see through that. I think it's so aesthetically pleasing. But then we move on to the drawers. I didn't mention the drawers over here, actually, now that I think about it. So this one just has some empty bottles and my Sizzix mini die cut machine, the plates for that. This one is empty. I don't have anything in there just yet. Same thing with the first part of this drawer down here. This is empty. I don't have anything in there just yet. This one, I've got some of my most used washi tape, so I can easily grab it while I am recording. This one is a mixture of things. It's kind of like a catch-all right now. I've got newer washies and like some coffee collection from Album Love Handmade on Etsy. And then some of the just random stickers and freebies that I've gotten from small shops. So I've got all of those in that drawer. This drawer right here, I have clips, and I've got these little flowers that I crocheted ages ago that you'll sometimes see on my desk while I'm filming. I'm going to stay in this cabinet before we move over to the next one. On this side over here, I have just some fountain pen storage. I've got dip pens right here in this little kind of pen holder. It's basically the same thing as this one, but it's got little notches for additional things. I have like tips that go with this, but I have no idea where I put them, but when I find them, I'm probably going to tuck them back here into these little pockets. This one right here is a fountain pen holder from Amazon. I really like this one, and I just kind of have that tucked in there as well to hold some of my fountain pens that I'm not currently using. This drawer has all of my backup pens. So I can actually take these drawers out completely. That would probably be an easier way to show you what's in them, honestly. So this one has all of my backup pens. I've got a bunch of these Sarasa Mark-On pens. I've got these ones. I don't even know what the name is for these ones because it's in, I think, Japanese. I've got some Pigma Microns in size 005. And then I purchased this to hold a fountain pen, but I didn't realize that I was purchasing like such a small case. So one day I'll probably get a fountain pen that actually fits in there, but for now I just kind of have it sitting with my extra pens. In this one over here, so these, again, these are two separate pieces. There's 4 small drawers at the top and then 2 large drawers at the bottom. I've got extra ink cartridges for my fountain pens, and then this is an actual bottle of ink from Archer and Olive. It didn't fit up at the top. This is a stamp pad refiller. And then these are all Archer and Olive from either subscription boxes or from the like Halloween boxes and stuff like that. And then this one came with my feather pen. It's just some black ink. So there's just basically fountain pen things in here. In the next drawer over, I've got all of my stamping things. So I've got my square stamp cleaner pads that I like to use. And I mentioned this in my Let's Talk About Stamping video. I like to pre-cut those up. And then I've got all of my stamping blocks. These 2 drawers right here are empty, so I've got a little bit of room for growth in those drawers. This drawer down here is just filled with various types of adhesives. I've got my tape runners, and then I've also got like regular adhesives and red line sticky tape and stuff like that in here. I also have some small scissors in the back there as well in case I need some scissors. Again, I've got scissors up here. I've got scissors everywhere. I've got scissors in here too, I think. But I think I took those out for the last video that I filmed. And then this one at the end here holds all of my various black inks. Again, these inks I talked about in my Let's Talk About Stamping video as well, if you're curious to see which ones that I have. I've got all my black inks, and I've got a Versamark ink pad in here as well. So that's what's in all of my drawers. I also have these 2 little trays that I keep on my desk. This one is, if you look at it, it's got kind of like pen dips to keep them in place. It's for a fountain pen. It's like a fountain pen holder, but I actually tend to use this the most with my whatever pens or markers that I'm using when I'm filming. So I keep that right there on my desk, and these are my favorite Tombow colors and my Pigma Micron in 01. This one over here, I have been keeping these 2 came together, this one and this one. They came together in a set from Amazon. I have been, since I put this on my desk, keeping a candle on it. Right now, I just have my little date stamper sitting there and a pair of tweezers. Generally, though, those stay, like the date stamper goes in here, and then the tweezers will probably go in this little tool drawer that I have. And then I just have my reading journal for this year because the next video I'm going to work on is probably going to be my February reading wrap up. So I've got that just kind of sitting on my desk. I've been keeping my one little word journal right here, which I am behind on, so I need to work on that soon as well. But I've just got that set right here over on, this is my husband's desk, set over here on my husband's desk. And then, you know, I've got my trash can over here underneath my monitor for my computer. That, though, is pretty much what I've got going on my crafting and filming desk. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions for any ways that I could possibly make this space a little bit better. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!